All right, today is another good day, actually a great day, because not only I was able to drive for the first time my Alfa Romeo, but I'll be able to drive for the first time a very, very special car for me. It's actually that car, not that specific car, but that type of car was my first car ever that I paid $1,500, and it's definitely a car that has a special place in my heart, in my car history, and it's definitely the best year of production ever for that car and for everything else actually, because it's my year, 1967 Beetle Volkswagen. I mean, look at it. Look at it. Just take a second to take it all in. And yes, my friends, it's a beauty. White walls, lots of chrome, beautiful kind of an orangey red. All right. It's just amazing when sitting in this car where you feel like you're right back in time. You know, I can probably appreciate people like Jay Leno and stuff like that, those guys, they really like those old cars and stuff. Well, for me, this is old, you know, and I think when you're a car lover, you actually like all the cars. You know, I see some guys that, well, I'm a car guy, but the only thing that they have is Ferraris or just Bugattis or... When you're a car guy, I mean, you like all of it. All the cars with their personalities, what they smell like, how they drive, the history behind it. And, well, for me, you know what? Obviously, I like the Ferraris and all those nice cars. But I can tell you one thing is that to be able to drive one of these cars, for me, it's a huge trip. It's a wonderful experience. And I'm super excited to share this with you. And even starting with the key. I mean, you know what? This is how it used to be done. And you can see how polished, how used this key is. And the beautiful thing about cars, just like me, even after 53 years, it's still running. Oh my goodness. All right. Wow, this is just... Yep. And we even have blinkers, man. Yeah, no power shifting here, I'll tell you that. You'll be afraid that the stick shift stays in your hands. People's car. We got it right here. The way that the pedals are sitting, and it's just beautiful. Yeah. This is a great car. Jesus, imagine that.
Beautiful.
It drives you. Amazing.
Yeah.
Anybody there? Anybody there? Yeehaw! Come on, ladies. Oh, we stay in our line. That's the way it is. That's the way we do it. Well, I'll tell you one thing. Extremely satisfied and happy to drive this car. Yeah, so my first Beetle was actually a Super Beetle. And I was so proud. You know what? I started to drive late. And why is that? It's because I was working. I was working as a busboy very early on in restaurant and stuff, so I get to have my license around 20 years old, and one of my good friends back then, father was a used car dealership, and So, I'm going to encourage him and I'm going to buy a car. So I said, I don't have lots of money. I just want to, I had a cheap car. And he was able to fix me up with a Super Beetle. It was blue and kind of a gray interior. And gray, I think, yeah, gray interior. Paid $1,500 for the car. And I remember picking up my parents at their house, being super proud, and letting them know, I said, okay, I'm taking you guys for a ride. And I took them for a ride in the mountains. And halfway in the ride, it started to be pretty smoky in the car. Just pull on the side of the road and see what's happening. And son of a gun, I look under the car and it was dripping oil from everywhere. That was my first Beetle. I had it for like a month. Called my friend back, said, hey, what did you sell me? He says, well, what do you expect for $1,500? I said, well, more than just a car that, So that was my first experience. But it was my first car and I loved it. I really fancied it and it's a great, great memory. And I was able to drive a couple of those cars back in the years. And you know what? It's nice. Look, this car is seriously amazing. So we're driving not far from the dealership on that side road, just to see how the car goes, putt-putting around, having fun. And what we're going to do after that is go in our little parking lot where we'd like to take some shots from it, do a nice tour of the car for you guys. The nice thing about this car is that there's no body kit, there's no low spoilers, so you don't have to be careful as much when you're going in and out of entrances. This is where she belongs, right here. Look at that. Thank you. I might change these. All the rest of the chrome is beautiful in the car. Only those mufflers, those pipes. Look at this. The pièce of résistance, my friend. That's what I'm talking about. Look at that. 1967. We might be older a bit grayer. Putting the key in and we still work. Cars, they age well. Seat belt, check it out. This is where it goes. And to pull it out, you just pull this and the mechanism frees itself. Isn't this pretty freaking cool? See, for me, I'll tell you frankly, I'm as excited to drive this than when I got my new 488 Aperta. For me, it's as exciting. You know what? It doesn't need to be a super expensive car and a very rare car to enjoy the drive. There's a history, there's the technology or no technology. There's just like so much with the car, how it sounds, how it feels, how it responds, how it smells. The little details that makes every car unique and an experience by itself. Remember these? Huh? When's the last time you had to roll down your window? Yeah, exactly. That's cool. You know what? I remember being a kid using handles like that. You know, it's like my 1960 Fiat Abarth Zaccato that I have. When I saw that Fiat, it talked to me. It was like, so nice, so petite, so perfect, so unique. I mean, this is a car that is amazing. Just like this Beetle. You know, to drive those cars, to go back in the history, just amazing. And we're not talking crazy history. 1960 for me, it's pretty still old, you know. I never was into those really, really old cars. Never did anything for me. But these, yeah. 1960, my 1955 Bel Air, oh yeah. My Nomad, oh yeah. It feels good. And that's what I'm saying about being a real car guy. Okay, you can be a real car guy without liking those cars and older cars, I guess. But for me, when you like a car, when you like cars, you like all the cars. It's not one car or one type of car. You need to be able to appreciate that. Do you like it? That's what's important. Do you enjoy it? That's what's really important. What people thinks, not as important. Because at the end of the day, trust me, you won't mind what people think about you. It's what you think, how you felt. Don't do things for people. Do them for yourself. You'll be always more satisfied and more rewarding doing them for you than for somebody else. Was an amazing drive, an amazing experience once more to get into the real Volkswagen Beetle. Hopefully you enjoyed it as much as I did. And you know what, if you enjoyed those videos, give us a bit of love. Subscribe, like, and press that bell button so you won't miss any of our videos. Chop chop. Cheers.